All right, AKA Patters, we are getting there. 1 minute. AKAPAD'S. We're here. Another episode of Turtle Soup Thursdays is in the house. If you want to support me, we got a lot of projects happening. Dark Hero, it's on Indiegogo. You can go find it there. Just search Dark Hero. Even if you Google Dark Hero comic book, it comes right up. AKAPAD.com. You get a free trading card. Here's your reminder. Okay. Sign up a friend. Okay. Trading cards are going out very soon. If you're not familiar with Turtle Soup Thursday, this is a little bit what we do. We draw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters on pizza circles, okay? Pizza face here, Krang, Leatherhead, Leatherface, maybe Leatherhead, Chrome Dome. We got a blank one here, but like this is what we start with, okay? Last week we did Muckman. We actually did two last week. We did Muckman and Scumbug here. So this week we are doing. I'll show you who we're doing. We're doing like the original fifth turtle. Everyone forgets like exactly the order of the fifth turtles. Slash was the first. Mona Lisa was the second. Belladonna was the third. And Jenga from IDW was the fourth. There's been number four turtles. So if we go here, 1990, we have Slash, okay? I'm going to try, like, I got one blue pencil. I'm thinking I can get pretty close. I need my yellow here sharpened. The process is simple. Pencil, we go heavy with the Sharpies, okay? We go heavy with the Sharpies, colored pencils, and then we're going to blast it with the white out, okay? I only drew Slash one other time in my life. This is it. The second time is coming up. Now you might want to know what else do I do? Well, on my Instagram this week, I live streamed eating both of these. Hooray! That was fun. That really messed up my my stomach. Yeah, and then here, this is my comic. This is Trial by Fire. This is years in the making, but I'm insanely excited to show this off. Always excited. So here's what we got. I already did some sketch work. All right. Now I decided to start using both sides of these. Okay, and I kind of want the greasy sides to be the villains. All right. Now there's a couple different versions of Slash. Cartoon series Slash, he's a little bit more robotic. He has a robotic bandana, and then there's the toy one, which everyone seems to draw. And the toy line is just completely savage looking. He's got the black bandana, no cybernetics. And then from there, we have a couple like new updated interpretations. And quick side note. Look, people, I'm a resident turtle expert. This stuff right here is a part of my regular study of everything turtles to a point, okay? I hate to say it, not very interested in what's happening with the new turtles. I'm not, okay? That's just the way I'm built. So, yeah, let's get into this. Let's try and, I mean, you know what we can do, though? We can maybe clean up some of these lines. Yeah, and I can probably even do some of our shadowing like right here. I love the toy line. The teal and the purple and the yellow. It's one of the best combos for that toy line. It's just such an awesome, and there's like a mask toy that has the same teal, the same purple, like the same yellow, and it's like a 57 Chevy that transforms into this giant destructive rig. The driver for that too, I always liked. But here, like we're off to the races. So roughly these take me about 45 minutes a piece. So if you're new here, like that's how much time we are hanging out for. And the cool thing is with my laptop's over here. The one thing that I completely love that I'm able to keep an eye on the laptop, and it gives me like that distance. Like I'm able to walk away from the piece and have like a little bit of a different perspective in real time, which is very helpful. So if you're not familiar with some of my like ideas and techniques and stuff, I'd like to do high texture. I like to do lots of detail. And yeah, I like to make things look 90s, make them look gnarly. A lot of this stuff that we really don't get much of anymore. And yeah, like, and that's me repeating like a bunch of stuff. Like I always say that. I always repeat that. Yeah, and we do drool. We always do a lot of drool. Do a lot of drip. Yeah, and like that's really the part. Like a part of being an artist is you're it's escapism. Like you're giving someone a reason to kind of forget about, how stupid life is sometimes. Like, like stupid to where like, life sneaks up on you and it gets you. And your job as an artist is to painstakingly, regularly, like that's why one of the reasons why I always use like hashtag nonstop, and I say nonstop a lot in my feeds, in Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. But you have to be nonstop to like grow as an artist. You have to have this idea that no matter what, like you're going to draw, like no matter what, you're going to practice, no matter what, You can be stuck in the most, compromised situation. And as long as you have something to draw on and like a napkin, you can practice, right? And you can, like, it's up to you to make yourself good. And I know it's very unpopular. It's a very unpopular idea, what I just told you there. And a lot of that stems from people thinking like you have this God-given ability. And like, yeah, I would say some of that is true though. Like you kind of have like an eye, like, like you have what they would call like the artist's eye. But other than that, like, I'm not sure. Like the eye doesn't make you a good artist. You can kind of pinpoint things. Like you can look at someone else's work and you can kind of know, maybe have like a little bit more insight on what some of that, like the intangible might be, that invisible layer that, like that person is missing. And usually like the advice that always works is like just draw more, like hashtag practice more, and like that's it. Here we go. Yeah, Slash is such a fucking cool. I mean, Slash is cooler than the Turtles. We really have to be honest about that. And cheers to everyone. Got the iced coffee here. Oh my God. Hey, guys, I'm so sorry. Total excellence in the house. Everyone, real quick, okay? Look at Total right here. Can we see that? Look at this artwork, okay? Total excellence. Let me know how much you paid for that, though, because I want that dude to do some stuff for me, okay? And we got Skull Diamond. Like, come on, my bro. Skull Diamond, I'm going to try and live stream your stuff very soon, okay? If you can, DM me another page, because I think I can do 2 to 3 pages in one live stream, okay? If you have them. Skull Diamond, yeah, Skull Diamond's ready to go. We gotta get Skull Diamond, and we gotta get these two guys together for some type of collab. We really do. Yeah, I mean, we're all doing excellent. So rock and roll. We're drawing the original 5th turtle here. And the origins of Slash crack me up. Between, like, if you just go through the Wikipedia, he doesn't have a good origin. He, like, does not have, like, in no scenario, even the IDW one, and you would think the IDW one would be somewhat, like, postmodern, where they would just have it figured out, and they kind of don't. I don't know. Like, people tell me that IDW Turtles is good, and the more I learn about it, the less I believe it. And maybe I'm just being like a little bit of a curmudgeon there, right? Maybe I'm just being like old man Peter. I mean, we're gonna have like some sweet slime too, like just oozing out of this dude's skull. Yeah, like we're just going to go for it right now. Here we go. I think we got it a little bit. And also, keep in mind, we Like, we shade, we color, we do the line work with those white highlights in mind and with the spot coloring. Like, we're doing multiple things at one time here. And I always like to do things that like squashing into areas. And this guy too, like he's gotta have like scratches on him. He's gotta be gnarly looking. Like if he's not gnarly, like I'm not doing my fucking job here in selling some of the details about this guy. No way. Dude, what? That kind of depresses me. Like, people, can we just see that again? What are we doing? Why do so many amazingly talented creators look at themselves as cheap garbage? Right? I mean, like, am I being a little too bombastic? Right? I mean, this piece of art right here, okay? Like right there. That piece of art is worth $250 to $375. Whatever, man. Like, you know, that just pisses me off. Total excellence, now you got me pissed. You got me pissed, Total Excellence. And Total Excellence, or like, is the book going to read Wrestling Gators created by Total Excellence? I think it's got to. And dude, I've been trying to catch your streams too, dude. Like, dude, I always see them when I'm like, almost like wrapping up for the night or taking like a little bit of a night nap. But I got to jump on like a couple of yours, like, period. You know, just as like a thank you, just as like a little bit of like a payback. So we got to work that out. You know, like, you know, we can do like a Gator collab one, or you can be, dude. We should do a live stream. We should do a live stream where like you're working on TBF and I'm drawing the Gators. Dude, and I love that. Like, look, can you guys see like all the grease Dude, I love that detail about these. Got some of those sweet details rolling in here. I think we're looking fine. And usually, like, I don't want to jinx myself. I usually hate these until I hit the whiteout phase. Like, hate them. I loathe them. The flock. Yeah. Can you give us an update for the flock real quick, just so we know? Because like I said, we get some of these get pretty good with the replays, dude. So people, sometimes the replays spike on YouTube, sometimes they spike on Twitter. As much as I'm able to like monitor some of them, but yeah, give us an update on the flock. All right, here we go. Dude, the yellow teeth, dude. I always love the yellow teeth, dude. I think it's just so fucking gnarly and cool. So creepy. And side note, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for joining me. It is all insanely appreciated. Like, I'm here for you people. The AKAPAD army is growing day by day. It really is, dude. Like, the turnout for the trading cards is nuts. All right, we got work to do here. Yeah, and the other insanely cool part about Slash are his back spikes. Like, don't deny Slash the back spikes. I don't care what angle you're even drawing him from. Like, the Slash's back spikes 100% should always be visible. I don't care. And like, I don't know too much. I really don't. Of kind of like what some of the backstory is with Slash, or what they did with him, and like some of the other Turtle interpretations. But I would say from like an editorial standpoint, like just from like an introduction, like they're like, again, like standards of the characters, like, like you gotta kind of have a methodology for even how you introduce them. But I would say from an editorial standpoint, like one of my main dates for Slash would be that, like, once used, like his first appearance, like Slash should be able to easily defeat every single turtle, like quickly. Okay, like completely obliterate them. And I talk a lot about editorial standards and editorial direction and what all of that fun stuff means. And too much, like nowadays, like too much of that just it falls off. And there's no editorial standards. There's nothing holding these creatives, if you even can call them that sometimes. And I know that's harsh. But your writers and your creators have to have guidance in the attitude of the book. Because like that's where the cool factor comes in. You need, like, your job as a creator is to create a cool factor. And if you can't do that, if that's trouble, like, it's tough for you to earn a position on any book. And we're in an age where nothing is cool. So there. I said it. Say I'm an old curmudgeon. But things were way cooler back in my day. Like just the idea too that Pokemon was able to like come back and almost like re-sweep the world. And I get it. I mean, like it is a strategic card game first, which I like. But as a game, it's probably right. Like we can argue, like second, third greatest card game of all time. But as like a storytelling vehicle, it's nothing. Like none of those stories resonate. Like, I'm sorry. Flock update. Here it is. Nice. Scott the creator. But that's awesome you're working on that, dude. I love it. Hey, what, like, one for Dark Hero? So look, I'm fine talking about process. I really am. Like, I don't. It's tough, dude. Like, I don't really believe in trade secrets. I think industries are better with zero, like, non-disclosure agreements and stuff like that. Okay. I think there's more than enough evidence to show for that. I can cite some of it, but I won't. I'll spare everyone for now. But the point I'm getting at is, like, the rise of Silicon Valley, the rise of the tech industry came from proximity of all these other companies and disciplines within Silicon Valley. And all these companies being new enough where non-disclosure agreements kind of were meaningless. So we had this like collaborative atmosphere, and that's really what I'm citing. But the point I'm getting at is, I'm fine with fully discussing like some of these other books when they're in like the early phases. So for like Dark Hero, like we haven't mapped out the logistics of the physical book yet. Okay. But one of my deal points for that is going to be I'm going to try and get 6 pages to do as I want with. Okay. So, like I'm looking towards I'm looking towards both of you guys. I'm looking in Skull Diamond's direction. And I'm looking in Ithki 5 direction. I think I just butchered that name. So I guess maybe I should use the black pencil and add a little bit more pizzazz to his bandana. Boom shot. Look at this dude. Like, this is the way Slash needs to look. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Yeah, juke joint, dude. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, where's your roommate at? Get him in here. But yeah, and juke joint, dude. Yeah, what's up, man? Thanks a million. I love you. I really do. Get your roommate into the room now. Who put that baby in here? Yeah, so quick update too. I'm going to start drawing on both sides of these. Okay? And I'm doing the villains on like the messier side because there's like you can see it here. Like there's one side that's like filled with grease. But it's taken me a couple weeks to figure out a little bit of like the methodology for doing these. And people, I talk about it a lot. I do. I talk about methodology a whole lot because that's one of the so many people miss methodology and they don't understand exactly how it applies to being productive, being consistent, getting better. Doesn't guarantee like if you're good or not, but it can definitely help you get better. I spend a lot of time with methodology. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out what my process is. I always ask questions. Like if anyone that kind of I collaborate with, okay, like I ask a lot of very, very random questions all the time. And the reason for this, it's by design, people, not by accident. But the reason for this is I'm just trying to pry into the thought process. I'm trying to dissect where your decisions come from so I can help you. So right here. Nice. Roommate, what's up, boy? Cheers to Juke Joint's roommate, everyone. So, a little bit of a teaser. Toxic Crusaders. I really want to do Toxic Crusaders along with this line. Just because we all know Toxic Crusaders were as good. Like, cartoon, the Marvel comic too. Marvel comic book, I think, ran like 8 issues with same Keith covers. The Toxic Crusaders. Cartoon, toys, comic. Maybe not the video game because I really do forget the video game. But optically, as good as the Turtles. I'm sorry. Come at me, bro. So here we go. We got the whiteout. We're going to go in. No looking back at this point. Take no prisoners. Yeah, and keep in mind too, the whiteout too will add. It adds. It adds that extra texture pop. Okay, right, because I'm using. So the whiteout works. It's like it's not really cheap and it's not easy. Okay, like when I say it works, it's not easy. Like you just don't go and put whiteout randomly. Like you kind of have to put the whiteout in the areas that are lacking the texture because we're still drawing on cardboard. Okay. And it's not 100% like, with the pencil, the Sharpie, the colored pencils, there's a lot of errors. So the whiteout is just another tool to help you eliminate some of those errors. If any of that makes sense. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, and we try and emulate some of these textures as best we can. And again, the reason for this is because we're in a struggle to recreate reality in a lot of areas. I know that just sounds deep and pretentious, right? But that's a lot of what drawing is, people. We're tricking the eye. I'm tricking your eye to believe like something's here that's really not. That something's round or something is slimy or something has like additional texture. Yeah, dude, you know what? Juke joint, the one turtle, like the one that I really want now, is the Chef Boyardee Super Shredder. Like the all black Super Shredder. Like I want that, dude. I want that so bad. Yeah, like dude, yeah, I'm like, like I'm telling you, people. Like so let me get into that a little bit. Okay. The power of these questions, like kind of and this comes from my like corporate 9 to 5. So years ago, okay, I was in a meeting and we kind of had this one guy in this meeting that really, like, like from my perspective at the time, was out of bounds because he wasn't with our company. He was like a third-party contractor, but we were interfacing with him. Might have been for someone for Xerox. Okay, so we've all heard of Xerox, and this guy, okay, was just really kind of like rifling off all these like technical questions. And we kind of like, look, we, even at the time, like one of our precepts were that like you have to be able to answer every single question. Like you do, okay? And like otherwise, like don't have a meeting. So look, that's pretty strict, okay? But this one dude was kind of just like pissing us off. And it was only 3 of us. Like on my side, like within my company, okay? And one of my guys said, it's good to have a guy like that in the room. Meaning, like, he was doing us a service by making sure his shit was triple okay. You know, like that he was making sure in triplicate of even what he understood. Okay? And ever since that day, that really molded my approach on collaboration. So that, like, this is what I mean about, like, I forcefully took myself out of comics to go into the corporate world and to develop a corporate and business acumen. A type of education that I could not get anywhere else. I made that choice. At the time, I thought I had I would have like a forever thriving design company. Excuse me. And like that didn't work out. Like clearly, because I went into like IT. But at the same time, everyone, like the things I learned and the people I was around and the personalities I dealt with, like again, like type A personalities, and I know that term gets thrown around a lot, but what I would even classify as true type A personalities, you're better if you develop a way to communicate, even to service a type A personality, because you don't really encounter them in any like you don't encounter them in regular jobs. Like bang, like you don't. Yeah, yeah, right. What would those noodles look like? Yeah, so like, that's a part of collaboration. Okay, you have to be willing, to kind of like piss people off sometimes. And a lot of times, like even when I collaborate, I get pissed at people when I know they're being soft on me. Yeah, like I'll tell them, like, why aren't you like challenging me? Like you should challenge me on some of these things, because this is like your project too. This is like your baby. Like, like your name's on this fucking thing. Like, what are you really doing? Like as a creator, I don't care. Like I will push every single one of those things all the time. Because guess what? That's the shit I do, like by myself all the time. I mean, I'm constantly redrawing pages I don't have time to redraw. How about that? Like, I don't have time to redraw some of these pages, some of these trading cards, and I'm fucking doing it because I feel like my job is to make things look a certain way, and I don't have an editor to sign off on things. So that's it, dude. Like it is strictly up to me to sell an image. Like if Peter A. DeLuca Corp was a bigger company, like I could blame it on the editor. Like, like if a cover sucks, it's like, well, like editorial approved it. I just finished it. The editor said yes, so I took it into Photoshop, and colored the shit out of it. Yeah, and then like, you know, you and the editor at that point might be like fired. But if you don't employ strict editorial in everything you do, you're just being lazy. I think we're getting there, right? Yeah, I mean, I think we're there. I think we're done. 55 minutes. Just about on time. All right, boys and girls. Yeah, we're getting out of here. Like, no joke, man. Everyone that comes to hang out with me, I love you all. Next week, next Turtle Soup Thursday, Turtle Soup Thursday. Hit me up, DM me, tag me. I need ideas for the next turtle, but we're going to start kind of working on some of these both on two sides also. Hey, thanks, buddy. Rock and roll, right? I mean, look. I mean, come on. Slash or Kirby over here. Slash or Kirby. I would go with Kirby. I gotta say it. All right, people. Getting out of here. Thanks a million.
Are you ready for the eclectic one? AKAPAD is here.